Yeah. This is taking longer than I planned.
And he ripped his heart right out.
Ah, you've arrived at last. Come forward. We have much to discuss. You've arrived. I am Devaith Fear, Wizard Lord of Telfear. I trust no further introduction is necessary? I seek a Daedric artifact. It lies hidden in a brass city filled with danger, curiosity, and contradiction. You will accompany me, if you wish. A voyage that only a few have ever undertaken. We will travel to Sorcerer's peculiar experiment, the Clockwork City. I have inquiries to make. You will assist me. I do. The Tribunes are not so clever that they could hide such a place from me for long. The city is quite close, and also very far away. Just the first of Sorcerer's many paradoxes. If you choose to join me, be prepared for many more. Nightmarish fabricants and automata lurk in nearly every corridor of the Clockwork City. I need a skillful and deadly warrior at my side. A silencer of the Dark Brotherhood fits that description splendidly, don't you think? Of course you will. Naturally you have questions. Alas, they will have to wait. Servants of the Tribunal do not look kindly on blasphemous journeys like this one. Meet me at the waterfall north of the city. We can discuss the details there. Prepare if you must, but make it quick. Time is not on our side.
Daedric princes are not supposed to meddle in our affairs. My companion thought he had dealt with that threat. But that is not your concern. You have done well, and earned our approval. Walk in blessings.
There you are! Come! Here, behind the waterfall! My companion arrives at last. Now then, our journey begins in this dreary little cave. What a surprise, yes? Believe me, it won't be the last. We can speak freely here, but do make it brief. All this natural splendor is just tedious. A Daedric artifact. I take a keen interest in all such objects, but this one seems especially significant. You see, nearly everyone who searches for it winds up dead. I suspect that someone or something hid this artifact away in the Clockwork City. Other people are not Devaith Fear. I've not lived this long by shying away from dangerous relics. Anyway, if this artifact inspired someone to slaughter scores of mages, it's clearly something worth investigating. Sorcerer's seal hides everything. But more to your point, it's not just a city. It's an incomprehensibly powerful, world-shaping device. Can't leave that sort of thing lying about, can you? Also, Almalexia worries about how it reflects on her divinity. draftier than I remembered. Follow me. Welcome to the dwarven hold of Barm's Shen. Ironic that AM's holy city of Mournhold has Dwemric books. Curious. Practically no one knows this route, but this scaffolding looks new. Built by rogue ordinators, perhaps? Stay watchful. Sotha Seal always did admire dwarven industry, albeit quietly. Perhaps that's why he built his city here. This lift will take us to the nethermost depths of the ruin, and to our destination. Come along. The entrance lies just ahead. Do you see, just across the ravine? That's our door. Sotha Seal's factotums still remember me. Untouchable. I'd say prepare yourself. Nothing could prepare you for what's to come. Touch the sphere. The Clockwork City awaits. What? This is not the brass fortress. Someone diverted our passage. Audacious, but foolhardy. When I find them, I feel cold. Back, creature! My shadow! My power! Don't let it escape! Factotums! They're activating! Ready your weapons! I will assist you as best I can! swivel swords. Oh, wonderful. I'm in no condition to navigate this maze. Go. Find a way to deactivate these traps. Perhaps I failed to impress the gravity of our situation upon you. If my shadow gets away, we may never escape this place. So if you have something to say it quickly. Yes. And perhaps something more. In removing my shadow, our attacker removed some vital part of my animus. My soul, in the common parlance. Without it, my power is severely diminished. Needless to say, this will not do. This may surprise you, but I've never had my shadow ripped from my body. Even so, I will devise a solution. Don't trouble yourself with the finer details. Just be prepared to fight. Much will depend on your ability. Do not fail me. Not yet. We should have translocated directly to the Brass Fortress, Seal's chief municipality here in the Clockwork City. But somehow we ended up here. Vexing. One step at a time, if you please. We need only to find a landmark or map or something. Once I determine where we are, it won't take long to find an exit. Just leave that to me. You focus on these traps. By spinning knives is not an epitaph worthy of Deveth fear. Now, onward. I'm eager to see what new wind-up absurdities await us. I recognize this place now. The pneumatic forge. We should leave as soon as possible. So the Seal constructs his clockwork servitors here. The factotums. They reject anyone who doesn't belong. Someone been first to die. Remedial spellcraft is all I can muster, but I will aid you as best I can. Lead on. monstrosity, but don't kill it. I must reclaim my power. You miss a thing until it tries to kill you. More ridiculous machines? I've had enough of this. Come, we still have a long way to go. Behold, the Clockwork City. Finally. Sorcerer's brass fortress waits at the end of this world. We should go there at once. Keen to find out who sent us on that delightful jaunt through the New Martis. Follow this road to the brass fortress. When you see the way shrine, veer north, or what passes for north here. If you have other business to attend to, I'll not stop you. Just meet me at the gates to the fortress when you're ready to proceed. Concerned for my well-being? Oh, touching. With time, I should make a full recovery. You performed admirably in there. I must admit, I had my doubts. But don't worry. I have doubts about practically everyone. No. I hoped that in reclaiming my shadow, I might catch a glimpse of our adversary or my prize. Alas, nothing. Seems we'll have to conduct inquiries the old-fashioned way. Have you forgotten so soon? I came to the Clockwork City in search of a Daedric artifact. Our misadventures in the New Martis and this mysterious relic share a common point of origin, I'm certain. Now it's just a matter of rooting it out. More important matters to address. Fine. Conclude your business quickly and meet me at the Brass Fortress.
inside. Cultists have knocked the stars from our sky, and we have to put them back before all Lord Set's memories are taken for good. Oh, drat. Look, it's easier to explain once we're inside the mnemonic planisphere. That's where Lord Set stores his memories by... well, it's just easier to show you first. Yes, exactly. You're a quick learner. I need someone who can fight off these cultists and help me return the stars to the planisphere sky. Please, you have to help us. This task is of the most vital importance. Follow me. The planisphere is right through this door. Astronomer! I found someone who can help us! Are you all right? Please, rest if you need it.
I have maintained these stars for millennia. Do not concern yourself.
Yes, much easier to explain now. This is the mnemonic planisphere, where Sotha Seal's memories take the form of stars. We need your help to reclaim the stars that have fallen and place them back in the sky. If not, all shall be lost. All this knowledge! Sotha Seal's memories are our most important source of inspiration, of discovery. Without them, the Clockwork Apostles will be lost, stagnant and unguided. Please, for the sake of our most sacred knowledge, you must help. Thank you for understanding what this means to my order. I need you to gather the primary stars belonging to the points of our constellations. Once enough stars are returned to the rightful place, the rest should fall into ranks. Eventually. With this. Now, this device has a very fancy, proper name, but I simply call it the Star Scooper. Use it to gather the stars you see floating around the halls, and bring it back here to the Astronomer. He'll know what to do next. Questions? Astronomer is the title given to the caretaker of the planisphere. Astronomer, stars, you know. The current Astronomer has been around almost as long as the Clockwork City has. The blessings of a god really can do wonders for your lifespan. Why, I'm his apprentice. Sorry, should have led with that. He only recently chose me as his replacement, though I'm not sure this is a position you can just retire from, if you catch my drift. I suppose even a god's blessing can only last so long. All a matter of perspective here in Clockwork, age and whatnot. I assure you I've always been quite diligent in my studies, and the Astronomer says I show promise. Well, I mean, he hasn't outright said that to me, but I just get that feeling. Let's say there's a memory the Lord Set wishes to store. First he turns the memory into a star, which forms in an associated constellation chamber. A powerful spell will form in the Mage's Wing, a great victory in the Warriors. Exactly so. It then travels to the planisphere center where we teach the star its place in the sky. We send it to a forming room if Lord Set wishes to access the memory, or for apostles to study from. Each star has wisdom to share. Well, that would certainly complicate things. Lord Set still remembers, but in a distant way. He can analyze these memories rationally, without their emotional attachments clouding his divine judgment. At least, that's what the Astronomer told me. Their memories given form. Makes sense, doesn't it? After all, our thoughts are as numerous as the stars in the sky. And they're actually called multiplanar mnemonic receptacles, but I just find stars easier to say. Memories are distracting little things, and Lord Set has more of them than most of us combined. Storing them here allows him to focus his divine intellect on the current task at hand. And the tasks of a god? Very important things. I don't believe they're after memories precisely, but rather information. The planisphere houses much of Sotha Seal's most sacred wisdom. Let all that knowledge fall into the wrong hands? I can't even imagine the vile possibilities.
wish to overstep, but the practical application of such a form... The multiplanar mnemonic receptacle should be stable enough to maintain full.
No one will even realize we're missing. Besides, what's the worst one can do? A skull?
You prepare. Quickly now. Give the Star Scooper to the Astronomer. You're in for a real treat. Not many get to witness this. Oh dear. That's not good. That's not good at all. Sorry, but I have to go check on something. The Astronomer will explain.
6 stars refuse to answer my call, and the primary constellations remain incomplete. Their instability threatens the integrity of the entire planisphere. Unless returned, I fear all memories will be lost, even to the Clockwork God himself. The planisphere was created as an extension of Lord Set's consciousness. Connected, yet apart. An endless sky of divine knowledge, perfectly preserved. We must protect the planisphere at all costs. We must help the stars remember. Memories are fragile. Easily broken, easily swayed. My powers of guidance and preservation are not so easily replicated. The cultists seek to control, but only corrupt. I must stay here to keep the constellations stable. It is up to you. Go to the calibration guides located upon the platforms which surround us. Use them to guide the missing stars back to their rightful place in the sky. My apprentice will show you how. I see questions are burning within you. Ask, and I may answer. I am the Astronomer, keeper of the stars. A wheel that ever turns. It goes beyond my own mere flesh. Soon, my apprentice will receive this title, and I will take my final step upon this path. I have upheld this divine task for millennia. My devotion may be unwavering, but my flesh is not. I must give this duty to another before my power fades. Only then will I allow myself to finally rest. Do not let her cheerful demeanor fool you. Her magic is strong, and her connection to the stars is uncommonly clear. Within her, I have found the successor I've searched centuries to find. And she takes great pride in that. My apprentice is an oddity among our order, yet refuses to change. A stubbornness that will serve her well, or perhaps be her undoing. We shall see. I know her devotion to be unwavering, for the planisphere would cease to be without an astronomer to guide it. I only have so much power left within me. She will do what is best for her god and her people. In that, I have faith. They seek to control the planisphere, and believe these stars will help them with that task. The corruption is merely a result of trying to view the memory without my aid. Clockwork City was created by a god of reason. Here, knowledge is power. To control the planisphere would be to control the omni-axle, the center of the wheel. The means to change the very reality we know. A dangerous power.
Of the seal. Is there anything I can retrieve for you? A book, perhaps? Something to eat? How may I serve you today? Washed? Your hair washed? Any cats washed?
Let me just scoop them up. Watch this! Oh, right. They don't know where to go. If you can point out where they're supposed to be on the calibration guide, we can send them on their way. The stars have forgotten where they belong. Use the calibration guides on the floor to show them where to go. The matching constellation on the planetsphere sky will show you the way. In the meantime, I'll continue to keep the stars stable. This is a rather tricky process. The stars are fragile things, easily overwritten by stray thoughts and memories. All my concentration is needed to keep my mind clear. The Astronomer's much better at this than I am, but I'm what you have. He has to concentrate on keeping the planisphere's constellations stable. They're susceptible to breaking apart again in their incomplete state. Not only that, but I'd rather keep him from any strenuous activity. Wouldn't want him to break a hip. Kept a record of what was inside those stars. Let's have a look, shall we? A fragment in memory of Lord Set speaking to someone. This must have been what the cultists were looking for.
Stewardship of my memories is a high price, Orvos. One that you must pay willingly.
Wait, was that the Astronomer? He was so young! And with hair! Not half bad looking either. Let me concentrate.
I understand. I'd sacrifice anything to serve you, madam.
Sacrifice? Oh, doesn't sound very good.
So be it. I'll leave you the knowledge of this spell to bestow upon your successor when the time comes.
Maybe the cultists want to learn how to perform the spell. We've collected all the memory fragments we need. Let's head back to the Planisphere Center so we can watch the whole thing. Now that we've returned the stars and recovered the memory fragments, the Astronomer can use the nemograph here to play the full memory back. I'm rather curious about its contents. We need to be able to reform memories at a moment's notice. After all, apostles often travel from the Brass Fortress to research Lord Set's thoughts. This nemograph translates the starlight into a visual form. I just know it's him. It looks like he's receiving some sort of boon from Lord Set, but I don't understand why that would be important to the cultists. I doubt you can easily replicate the powers of a god, even with the memory of the spell.
Stewardship of my memories carries a high price, all of us. One that you must pay willingly.
I understand. I'd sacrifice anything to serve you, my lord. Even my memory.
Wait, the
So
sacrifice...
be it.
His memory?
I'll leave you the knowledge of this spell to bestow upon your successor when the time comes.
Of course, my lord. When it happened.
You will not remember.
No! It can't be!
Now you know the truth. It is time.
You never told me of this sacrifice. My life, yes, I'll give it. But my mind, my whole being...
Speak with her. Go to Amelie. Perhaps you will help her find the answer she seeks. Yes. I have no memories of my life before the Planisphere, or why I agreed to become what I am. But I hold no regrets. My path was set before me, and I walk it ever faithful. Amelie knows that this is her duty. Speak to her, and you will see.
I know my duty. My whole life has been devoted to this path laid before me. I know the risks, the repercussions to the Planisphere should I refuse, the repercussions to my god. Why then? Why am I so scared? Manipulating the stars requires severe concentration. They're easily corrupted by stray thoughts, rendering them useless. Not having a memory must help ease that burden. The excitement of becoming an apostle, my frustration when so many doubted me, how nervous I was for my first kiss. To give it all away, I would lose more than my memories. I would lose myself. I know the Astronomer's power is fading. I feel it. He needs to transfer his power, and soon. If he dies before another apprentice could be found, the Planisphere needs me. My god needs me. Can I really be so selfish? I've always been Amelie. Good for a joke, here for a laugh. Surely that's my purpose in life. I can best serve Lord Set by bringing both joy and discovery. I've made my choice. Will you stand with me as I tell the Astronomer? You make me feel brave. I just can't do it. I just can't give up who I am. I can better serve Lord Set as myself, and I'll find someone to take my place, I swear it. Someone willing.
So be it. You have made your choice, Apostle. And now, you will bear the consequence. You will be shunned from our order, cast out until the time which you can undo the wrong you have begot upon your people, until you have brought me my successor.
I'll do it. I'll accept this fate.
May Sorcerer watch over your path, for I can no longer guide you. What is it that you want? I have maintained this position for over a millennium. It is my sole purpose, the path given to me by the divine metronome. I have no regrets. I thank you for your efforts. A reward is common for these situations, yes? Here you are. I must attend to the planisphere. I have much to prepare, and for the first time within my memory, I feel the weight of my hours. Still, you have done much for these sacred halls. What is it that you wish to ask? The cultists corrupted many mnemonic receptacles in their search for information. It will take time to restore these memories and guide them to their place in the sky. They are of little concern to me. Once the stars are guided, I shall focus my energies on expelling them from the planisphere. Until then, my power will be sufficient to keep them at bay.
You've arrived. Good. Follow me.
Activate fear. I warned you never to come back. And you, one of Fear's lackeys, I take it?
Luciana Pullo. Hospitable as ever? Go talk to her. I'll not waste my time speaking with a petulant toy soldier.
Hold there, friend of Fear. I am Proctor Luciana Pullo of the Clockwork Apostles. I don't know how you and this egomaniac breached Lord Set's Celestiadrome, but I won't have non-citizens stirring up mischief in the Brass Fortress. Only just arrived and already trying to grease the gears? New arrivals must secure an endorsement from a citizen in good standing. I'm prepared to overlook your atrocious choice in companions if you can find a sponsor. Until then, you are tarnished. That's for you to find out. Not many citizens will risk their reputation on a green-heeled stranger, and you'll find no comfort from me. Maybe you should confer with the other tarnished over there. In the meantime, obey the law. I'll be watching. Tread carefully, Fear. I'll be watching.
Luciana clearly hasn't lost her charming demeanor. Predictable. Ah, yes. Their bizarre sponsorship custom. I forgot about that little wrinkle. As a friend and peer of Sotha Sil, I come and go as I please. I suppose it would be best for you to wait out here. If I need you again, I will find you. I'm not a citizen, and even if I were, I'd not waste time wading through their opaque bureaucracy. You've proven yourself to be more than capable. I have no doubt you'll figure something out. Gain your sponsorship. We will speak again soon. Out. I appreciate your assistance in the pneumatic forge, but for now, our paths must diverge. The artifact we seek will not remain in one place for long. I can ill afford a delay. Navigate this absurd ritual quickly, and I will find you again afterward.